Now, after China unveiled or approves 839 billion debt swap to rescue local government, or 6 trillion yen, we thought so many of the Chinese equities will be surging or will short squeeze yesterday, but that's not what we saw in the market. Almost all Chinese equities, excluding Xpeng, finished the day on a red. So bad in a way that companies like Baba or Alibaba finished the day down 5%, Nio down 4%, and you've got others, Leoro down 7%, which is something that was not good to see. I mean, the stimulus, we know right now that it will get to $1.4 trillion, which this is something that China is planning. Yes, they have approved $839 billion, which we are yet to see the fruits of this being reflected onto the markets, which we are, I suppose, very soon. I think we should remain patient and maybe take the low trading prices opportunities to scoop more shares. I mean, Tesla, on the other hand, finished the day up over 8% at market close, and it's now valued at over $1 trillion. Once again, which is something that was, of course, very exciting to those that are owning the Tesla shares. I mean, yesterday on one of the comments I received, someone said I should have bought Tesla and not Nio. And I'm like, yeah, you can still do that, but me personally, I'll remain with Nio. So the massive stimulus, it looks like some people were even making jokes that it looks like it had a positive impact onto Tesla than onto Chinese equities, which is something that, yeah, it was a good joke. I mean, but one thing for sure is that the stimulus is real, guys. I think investors are just now waiting for the executions, waiting or for the reports showing what China did with the money. Reports showing that China just injected money here. China just did this to boost the economy. Now it's about the tasks, the things, the actual things that China is doing. Yes, we know that there's this huge package, but I think probably investors right now want to see a report or want to see Bloomberg reporting China throw in maybe $100 billion on this sector to try to improve that sector, which will improve the economy. I think that's what will make or will, I think, revive some massive bullish sentiment around Chinese equities. When we hear that there are more subsidies that China is going to introduce, for instance, onto new energy vehicle cars, this will revive stocks like Nio, because we know sales are going to continue growing. This is what I think investors right now want to see, which might be the reason why, though there was a massive announcement yesterday, we did not see the move. Investors, I think now right now, they just want to see the action of China distributing the money, making sure that they are doing positive things to revive the market. This is what I think, in my opinion, might result in, of course, the market sentiment changing around Chinese equities. But this stimulus, it's real, right? It's not like China is just reporting things that are not there. It's just that investors want to see some actions now of China distributing this massive stimulus they announced. I think so. But it's real, and it will rain. It will bring good fruits into the Chinese economy, grow the Chinese economy, which is something that I think we will see that very soon. We won't see immediately, but we will see that very soon. And this is bullish on the Chinese equities like Nio, because one of the reason or part of the something that China is looking at doing, not just even focusing on the companies, the sectors, industries. They want to make sure that their consumers can afford as much, dropping interest rates and maybe giving subsidies to consumers when they go buy quite a number of items, quite a number of stuff in the market, which is something that is pretty exciting. It is for this reason that I was saying that if they could introduce more maybe subsidies onto the Chinese EV makers like Nio, it could spike some good sentiment, of course, into the new energy vehicle cars in China, which will then make investors once again to flocking and make sure that they heavily invest onto Chinese equities. I mean, we know in October we saw new account of buying shares accumulating to 6.8 million, which is massive and bullish also, as that shows us that individual investors are also getting ready to inject, to load the boat onto Chinese equities or onto the equities like Nio. So tell me what you think about this, man. I know we did not get as per what we expect, but when you look onto an EV maker like Nio, there is so much that's going to be happening in the near that we are expecting right now in the month of November. I mean, over and above the insurance registrations and the deliveries, this month we are going to get the Q3 earnings, where Nio will not only be giving us how they perform, but also give us the guidance on the total number of deliveries they expect to deliver or generate right now in Q4, which, like I said, any number over 70,000 will be very acceptable. It will be so great to see that, which I personally think that they might announce that, because one thing that we are seeing onto Nio is that Nio has been doing pretty well, pretty good, and fundamentally I think they're okay. It's just that the sentiment and the short sellers right now, they've got a hold onto this equity or Nio. I mean, trading volumes will tell you that, and that is the short sellers are busy shorting this stock. But look, man, our time will come. We shall be rewarded, and those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded. So tell me what you think about this, man. Do your own DD, because I mean, these times in Nio, it is not trading where we want it to, and it is causing a lot of panic to the investors, which some of the investors are thinking of letting go. But as for me, I'm going to continue taking the low trading prices opportunities to load the board. I don't have any money to load right now, but if it continues like this, whenever I get money, I'm going to increase my holdings, because I know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. Those that are persevering will definitely be rewarded in the long term. Otherwise, don't forget to hit that likes button if you enjoyed this video. I mean, I do new videos on a daily basis, and I would really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you do enjoy the content I give you on a day-to-day about Nio. I mean, yeah, it takes me some time, so I'll appreciate from the bottom of my heart if you can give a thumbs up, right? That's if you're not subscribing, but also I'll appreciate more if you can subscribe and hit or turn on the notification bell, so that at least you get notified to when I drop a new content, because any news that has to do with Nio, I give you those news. So do your own. So that's all from me, and God bless you all.